Alright, so if you've been watching my HHO generator project, you know I've been trying to create an efficient HHO generator, and I want to install it in one of my diesel vehicles, probably my 300 SD, and I think I have finally found a design that is pretty efficient, and temperatures are not too bad. Still a little warm on the terminals, but you can see that there is a good amount of production here. And yeah, I already tested it. It's HHO. Guarantee you that. I think this is good enough. If I made two of these and put them in a single vehicle, like the 300 SD with a 3.0 liter engine, I think I'd be doing pretty well. I mean, this thing's really cooking here. I mean, there's no joking around that. I guess I should reveal the design here. Let me shut it off. Yeah, that's a lot of HHO. That right there is freaking awesome. So, I wonder if you can see, I'm using a, as they call it, Volcano design, which basically means that there are stainless steel condiment cups stacked in a configuration that will allow them to create HHO when they're introduced into water with an electrolyte. It seems pretty dang efficient to me. You may be asking about the terminals here and what exactly is this crap on the outside of them. Well, that stuff is actually a CPVC cement that I have generously applied to them. Give me 1 second. I'll show you what I used. Just your average CPVC cement, which I used in making some of my generator housings and my bubblers. So if you have any PVC pieces, you're going to want to use that to seal them with. So I decided to, since it's kind of like a plastic glue, and once it dries it has a very plasticky texture and qualities about it, so I decided to just see what happens if I coat these with that to provide some insulation down there so that the actual leads are not conducting into the water with the rest of the setup here. And that will not only make it more efficient, but it will prolong the life of these relatively thin leads that I have here. And these are just stainless steel strap ties that I have attached to these cups. The one in the middle, if you can see, the one right there, I don't have that actually attached necessarily or drilled through the cup. I just have it going in between two of the neutrals, and of course the other end is bare, while the end you see here is coated with the CPVC cement. The reason it's bare is so that it actually conducts electricity, and this is my single negative lead. I have two positives, one going into the top cup and one going into the bottom cup. And this seems to produce a lot more hydrogen gas than I had previously, where I actually had the whole setup reversed. I had the upper and lower cup as a negative, and actually maybe I got that wrong. Hang on a second. Yeah, the upper and lower are negative, the center is positive. And I had those reversed, so it would have been the upper and lower was negative, while the upper and lower was positive, while the negative was in the center. This is my HHO setup, and it seems to be working well. I'm using a regular ATX computer power supply like I have in the past, and it doesn't seem to be any ill effects. This is a dual rail power supply, so I've attached a single galvanized steel wire lead between each terminal and a corresponding rail of the power supply. So this is your normal 4-pin power, and this is your PCI Express bus video card adapter here for power. This, I believe, is on a secondary bus, simply because the pull of those graphics cards is pretty intense. So I decided to combine the two rails to get more amperage. I have no idea what this is pulling right now. I'd probably say between 7 and 10 amps. The leads aren't getting warm or anything. Just this lead right here, and actually this is a negative. This is the only one that's getting warm. But I can still hold my hand on it for a little while it's running. So I'll turn it on again. And yeah, it takes a second. It doesn't exactly explode like some videos. I have a slightly modified design as well, which maybe I'll make a second video of that, and I'll show you how I have this thing built. But this lead here, it's getting lukewarm right now. It's a little warm. The two positives, however, they're not even warm to the touch. Not at all. Actually, hold on. No, that's my positive. That's the positive right there. These are the negative.